Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am super glad that you are here today. I've had a lot of requests to share my bridal makeup tutorial, and today is the day. I've been married for almost 2 months now. We wanted to really get through our honeymoon videos before I did this video, so it's been a long time coming, but it is here. I did my own makeup for my wedding. I am a makeup artist and an esthetician, so I felt confident in being able to do that. This is a really basic makeup look, so you can use this for any day or a special occasion, whatever you want. I like a more natural look, so I didn't want to go too over the top for my bridal makeup, even though it is such a special day, but I really feel like it was the perfect look for me and that it really complemented the entire aesthetic and look that we were going for overall. This video is also in collaboration with my friend Megan Moore, the Beauty Snoop. She's an amazing makeup artist and hairstylist. She owns her own salon and her own accessory line, which is super cute. I love all the items I have from her shop. Her channel is filled with lots of beauty tips, and her Instagram as well. Definitely check out Megan and tell her I sent you. Say hello. Without further ado, let's get started. So I started with my Tarte. It has worn off. I'll put on the screen what it's called. Something of the sea, I cannot remember. Anyways, I used this all over. I did my foundation first because I did not want to make a mess on the carpet because I'm bound to make a mess. This foundation uses a little, see already, dropper. So it's really easy to just kind of drop it where you don't want it. But it gives a really good coverage, so I did that first, but it kind of leaves me a little bit dry, so I used my Tarte BB cream, and I use this on normal days. I don't normally use this because I like a lighter coverage, so I just put a little bit of this on top to moisturize and to make it a little bit smoother. Now I'm going to do my concealer. You will notice that I use like 2 brands. I use Tarte and I use Senegence pretty much for everything. So next I'm using the Tarte Creaseless Concealer. I'm not very good at this. This is like my first makeup video, so there we go. So I am a makeup artist. Like, I went to school, I'm an esthetician, I did all of that, but I use my hands for a lot. I don't use makeup brushes for everything, so I just feel like you can make it work for whatever your circumstances are. So I start under the eye. And I just use my pinky finger, or sorry, my ring finger, to gently blend it in. So I just applied some dots, and then I kind of blend it into a triangle pattern under my eye. And then I just kind of apply concealer as needed. So I usually need it on my chin because that is a trouble area for me. So I just kind of apply it, and then again, like inverted triangle, blending. And then if I have any other blemishes. Concealer is done. I'm pretty minimal like with my makeup, even as a makeup artist. I just am not big into trying all these different colors and things, so it's very minimal, and for my wedding even, I want it to look like myself still. Next, I use the Tarte Amazonian Clay Powder Foundation. I love this stuff. I've been using it for years. Honestly, all of the Tarte stuff I've been using for years and years, and I love it, and my skin has never been better. I use my Tarte Kabuki brush. Kabuki brush, I don't know why I said kabuki. It's like kombucha, and I just kind of apply it all over. I'm sure you've heard of the term baking, where people use powder to kind of set their makeup, and that is basically what I'm doing, but I'm using another foundation rather than like a translucent loose powder. Also remember to apply down your neck because nobody wants to see that foundation line stop right at your jaw. It looks terrible. Okay, pretty much done with the foundation portion. Next I'm going to contour. For this I use the Tarte Tartelette Pro Glow To Go. Just using this IT Cosmetics big powder brush. So I just get a little bit of, I'm like almost out of the contour color. And then I just apply. You kind of want to follow a 3. So from your forehead down under your jaw, or your cheekbone, and then down under your jaw. I also do on the sides of my nose. So once you've kind of applied it everywhere, I just blend it in with my kabuki brush again. Then I apply bronzer. Again, this is my first time using it like a camera as a mirror, and it's a lot harder than people make it seem. So I just apply the bronzer in the same areas that I did the contour. And I use the same brush because they're similar in color, so not worried about it. Now that my bronzer is done, which by the way, I use the Tarte Park Ave Princess bronzer, which just looks like that. Next, I do blush. I actually apply 2 blushes. I use Silver Rose powder from Senegence, and I get this from the Red Closet Beauty. Highly recommend. Their products are amazing and they last forever. And they stay on forever, which is huge. But the applicator on this blush is not great. So I unscrew the lid, and there's always a little bit of product in there, and I just kind of dab my brush in and then apply it over top of where I just applied the bronzer. And I cannot see what I'm doing, so I have no idea if this looks good. It's a really nice bronzy blush, which I like, especially for summer. And then, because it was for photos, I wanted to make sure that the makeup like popped and was a little bit extra. So I did do a second coat of blush, which I've been doing normally anyways, but I used the Tarte Doll Face blush, and my lid is totally broken. Just applied a little bit of it to kind of give my cheeks that little extra color. To see how this makeup look really looked, refer to my bridal pictures, not this video. I need a better mirror because I always just use the mirrors in my bathroom, but I don't have like a makeup mirror, so I guess I need to get one because clearly this is not working for me. Okay, next I apply a highlight. So I use the same palette, the Tartelette Pro Glow To Go palette. I use the top one, which is Gleam, and I just use my pinky and apply it to the top of my cheekbones and tip and bridge of my nose, the other cheekbone, and then of course the Cupid's bow. After I finish most of my face, before I do my eyes, I like to use the Lila B Aglow Face Mist. I absolutely love this, and it's just kind of a setting spray, but it also like moisturizes and gives you a little bit of an all-over glow. Spray that on, and then while that sets, I'll do my eyes. We're going to start with eyebrows, which again, forewarning, this is the hardest thing to use a little camera screen, so do not judge me for my eyebrows today. I also never ever pluck or wax my eyebrows, I just kind of let them do their thing. So I start by brushing them upwards. And I use this handy dandy little Tarte brush. It's amazing because it's got the little brow brush on this end and it like closes so it stays clean, and then this end has the cap, so I love this. And then for product, I use the Shadow Sense from Senegence in the color Garnet, and again I get this from the Red Closet Beauty, and I love it because their products are long lasting, so they will stay on all day long. I just dab my little brush in there. Okay, this is gonna be a toughie. And then I apply an upward stroke. Oh my gosh, what was that? And I just fill in my brows wherever the hair is. I don't try and shape it much. I just go for it and follow my natural brow. Like I said, I don't really pluck them a lot. I don't get them waxed. I just let them grow. Because I totally lived in that era of over plucking. And then by the time I ended high school, actually no, a couple years after high school, I still was over plucking. And then I realized that I didn't like that and that my brows needed to just do their own thing. So I stopped. Okay, and then after I've applied the product, I'll brush it again to kind of chill out the look, because it gets a little intense when you first apply it. So try as I might to like kind of give them the similar shape, they just are never. So it is what it is, and that's natural, and we all just have to embrace it. And then if I get any like on my forehead, I'll just kind of use my kabuki brush to kind of blend it out, and that is a natural brow, ladies. So next I do my shadow. For my wedding I used the colors Sandstone Pearl Shimmer, Mulberry, and Garnet, and I honestly use them every day anyways. eyes. Normally I would use mulberry and pink posy instead of garnet, but I always use garnet on my eyebrows. I use it every day anyways, it's just not always on my eyelids. But for the wedding, I wanted a little bit more. So I just kind of apply it onto my eyelid, and then I just blend it in again with my finger for this color anyways. Just like that, all over the lid. So simple, you guys. Then I take garnet and I apply a little bit in the corner, and then I use a blending brush for this one. As a makeup artist, when I do clients' makeup, I really try to keep them looking like themselves and just enhance their natural beauty. That's all you should do. It's not about changing your shape, your face shape, and changing what you look like. It's just about enhancing what you already have. I'm actually gonna do a little bit more of the garnet, and this time I'm not gonna use the brush. I'm gonna use my finger to keep the color as strong as possible without like blending it too softly. This is not my actual wedding day, so it doesn't totally matter. There are pictures of what it looked like. As long as you get the gist of what I did, then it's good enough for me. Next, I use my Sandstone Pearl Shimmer. It's almost gone. I just apply it in the corners and use my pinky to blend it in. It's not perfect. And again, it looks so much better out here than it does on there, but that is the gist. For my wedding, I did have eyelash extensions, which was great because that meant I didn't have to apply mascara, but I don't, so I'm going to have to. I love the Senegence mascara. It is lengthening and it just looks so good. The Senegence mascara works best if you warm it up first, so just stick it in your bra or sit on it or something, and I completely forgot to do that. I always do 3 or 4 layers of mascara to get the most out of my lashes. Okay, that's gonna be good enough for today, because all I'm doing is going to IKEA. After my face has been sitting and the setting powder has set, I will follow up with some more highlight, and I use the Senegence again. It's the Make Sense Advanced Anti-Aging Foundation Pearlizer, and this stuff is amazing. It gives you this amazing glow and is perfect as a highlight. You can also like mix it with your foundation and use it all over, but it's this perfect dewy highlight and I love it. Hopefully this looks good in the camera. Before I apply anything on my lips, not every day, but as needed, especially if I go a few days without applying anything on my lips, I will take a towel and I will just kind of wet the corner with some warm water, and I will scrub the dry skin off my lips gently. So then I make sure my lips are dry, like the water is all dry, and I use Senegence products again, and it's their Lip Sense, and it's this long-lasting liquid lip color. You guys, it lasts all day long. It's amazing. If you eat a lot of greasy foods, it might come off, but other than that, it's gonna stay on all day. For my wedding, I'm pretty sure that I used a layer of their pink champagne color, and then I did 2 layers of their nude honey color, and this color is my favorite. And I used the pink champagne. This color is great. It's super natural, so I really like this color. And you just want to apply in like a straight, smooth line, and don't close your lips until you're done. And then I do 2 layers of this color, the nude honey. And then I follow up with the Glossy Gloss. Okay, and that's it. Once I applied the 3 layers of Lip Sense, I follow up with the Glossy Gloss. This one is super old. I need a new one really bad. It kind of seals in the color and moisturizes your lips. So you have to use the gloss. They have lots of glosses. This one's the most moisturizing and like their basic one, so I always use this one. That is the final look. And I'm gonna go curl my hair and put my very dry flower crown on. Just like that. My makeup look is done. I went ahead and put on my bridal crown. I've had it drying, so it's very dry. It's definitely not at its prime anymore, but it's still such a fun thing to have, and I thought I better put it on. And I also wore a white shirt because it's bridal. Super cheesy like that, but this is the completed look. Hopefully you learned something new or are going to try a new product or something, and hopefully you enjoyed this. Got a little rough there for a minute, but I think overall it turned out pretty good. It looks pretty much like it did the day of my wedding, maybe a little bit less poppy, but yeah, this is the look. And again, let me know if you have any questions, or if you end up trying this look, please let me know. Tag me on Instagram or send me a message or something. I would love to see, or if you try any of these products, let me know what your favorites are, all that. Just tell me everything. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week.